Hello.
Not it. You see the screen there. Once your face comes, you will start.
Hello. I'm Gauri Prasad. Today in Oracle Talks, we will be talking about Manufacturing Operations Center, famously known as MOC. I have Nagi Reddy, the project manager of this project, which we have implemented MOC for the customer called PT Badak. We were a team of 7. In today's discussion, 4 of us are participating. 2 are remotely joining us from Bangalore. They are our phones. They will be also in this discussion. So, Nagi, I'm sure that all our audience are eagerly and enthusiastically waiting to know about MOC, as this is a very new product which is launched by Oracle. So, can you please brief about what is MOC, to all of yours?
Okay, Gauri Prasad. Thank you. I think there are so many people actually behind this project. I'm very lucky enough, thanks to so many people who have actually supported me in this MOC implementation. Manufacturing Operations Center is basically a shop floor application, which will allow the shop floor application, shop floor data, basically, to be visible to the entire business users.
Okay.
It is a kind of business intelligence application which is integrated with the shop floor equipment.
Okay.
It's a kind of real-time data that you get when you actually use this particular application here.
Okay.
MOC has got many features. We will discuss that in this talks.
Okay.
MOC has got out-of-the-box adapters for ERP. It can be integrated to ERP systems also. Okay. Out-of-the-box adapters are available.
Okay.
We can also integrate with the shop floor equipment. We can also integrate with the ERP systems. Overall, MOC is a very niche product currently. We are the pioneers. We are the first people, almost top 3. We are in the 3rd place now, implemented MOC for a largest LNG customer in the world. Go ahead.
That's actually interesting to know that we are the pioneers of implementing this project, the product. So can you also let us know about the key features of this product, Nagi?
Yeah. The key feature of this MOC is mainly the contextualization with respect to the business that the industry is operating upon.
Okay.
It has the real-time visibility of the shop floor equipment. It has many other features the industry demands currently. It has got comprehensive reports.
Okay.
It follows ISA 95 data model, which is the industry standard.
Okay.
for operational systems. So you see, currently in industry there are many equipments, automation and control systems. So on one side, on other side you have on the supply chain management you have ERP systems. You have so many other ERP applications. Now to understand, to see what is happening, or what exactly is the entire business, if you want to look at the entire business as a whole, and see and improve the productivity of the overall manufacturing industry. It can be a plant, it can be any other shop floor industry. So you can integrate the MOC with the ERP as well as the shop floor equipment.
Okay.
So the shop floor equipment already has SCADA, data direct control systems. In this particular scenario, we have a statistical control system in case of PT Badak. So we can integrate both the ERP system as well as the shop floor systems, and visible to the business users, and we can drill down into details, and we can work on improving the efficiency right from it has got a big hierarchy. we can improve the efficiency of right from the improving the efficiency of the equipment to the improving the overall business. We have the entire matrix in place.
Okay.
The other main feature is we can use Six Sigma, we can use lean methods to improve the overall productivity of the plant. That is the second. There is only one part of it I touched based upon, apart from contextualization of business. That's the first feature you have.
Okay.
The second is about the operational part of it. The third feature is about you have the main feature is you can use the business intelligence. Currently the market is currently the industry has got huge number of business applications, business intelligence applications. You can use any kind of business intelligence application to extract the data.
Okay.
And showcase in any format that business is required. In this particular context, we have used OWB, but we can use ODI and other Informatica or any other applications to showcase the entire business metrics.
Okay.
I might have touched upon only the three part of it. There are many other. We will touch base on that in the subsequent discussions.
All right. That's the real-time intelligence you're talking about. So we have Gurumurthy, who was our offshore project lead, who has joined from Bangalore. Guru, can you throw some light of the in terms of the architecture of MOC and your experience in MOC?
Thank you, Gauri. Before talking about architecture, let me add few more points on MOC and its key feature.
Okay.
So MOC, as it is called Oracle Manufacturing Operations Center. Okay, it can be used to monitor and improve plant performance, by analyzing real-time plant flow data. Okay, so these real-time plant flow data can be obtained by heterogeneous systems or devices like SCADA. SCADA is supervisory control and data acquisition system, or PLCs, programmable logical controllers. These devices, a system gives the real-time data from the shop floor. Maybe these are all integrated with machines or equipments, you can say. Okay. So the MOC is used to integrate different types of data sources, and also it uses manufacturing operations data to generate real-time dashboards or reports.
Okay.
So I can say using MOC, real-time production performance can be monitored, okay, through the dashboards, okay, and also data flow between ERP applications and plant floor systems can be facilitated.
Okay.
So MOC can be implemented as a standalone product. It's a standalone product basically, okay. It can be implemented with conjunction with EBS, with Oracle EBS ERP system or any other EBS systems. Suppose like SAP or PeopleSoft, etc.
Okay.
So for Oracle EBS, if you are using with Oracle EBS system, then we have a built-in adapters, okay, which will make your life easy while implementation.
Okay.
Okay, where you are getting the manufacturing data from Oracle manufacturing applications. Okay.
Okay.
So and this Oracle MOC uses other Oracle technologies, okay, such as ETL tool, okay, or a data warehousing tool, okay, to extract and process data, okay, so and OBIE to display the dashboards.
Wonderful. Okay.
So let me come to the key features now. So to name some of the key features, like MOC will provide you with the real-time shop floor intelligence. Okay, mean to say the real-time data, okay, which are converted into meaningful data and will be displayed in the dashboards.
Okay.
Where the plant manager or facility manager can see the dashboards depending on his roles. Okay. And also, so MOC, using MOC, production loss and overall equipment efficiencies can be analyzed. Okay. So I mean to say you can update the preventive maintenance data or equipment downtime data, and everything will be based on the business rules and the contabilization rules. Everything will be converted into meaningful data, and the reports or dashboards will be displayed. Okay.
Okay.
So and also energy consumptions can be monitored using MOC.
Okay.
Those are all called sustainability aspects actually. So the consumption of electricity, gas, oil, okay. And then role-based dashboard, as I explained, role-based dashboards, based dashboards can be provided for plant managers and facility managers.
Okay.
So MOC can be also integrated with PLCs, SCADA, DCS equipment to collect real-time shop floor data. Okay, and also production throughput is increased. Okay, if you use MOC. So these are all the major key features of MOC. Okay, there are many others, but I'm not going into details.
Okay.
So now coming into architecture. So we can say it has mainly consists of three blocks actually. One is MOC. Okay. The other is the other block is where the devices where we get real-time data, and the third block is ERPs, maybe Oracle EBS or SAP or PeopleSoft, where we get data like product hierarchy, item cost, work orders, etc.
Right.
So all these, the data from these two systems are pushed to Oracle staging tables, MOC staging tables. Okay. So that is how the data comes to Oracle staging table, MOC staging table. So from then based on the business rules and containerization rules defined in the MOC, okay, in the where we doing the initial setups, the data in staging table will be validated and it will be converted into meaningful data and displayed in dashboards in OBAE.
Okay.
So this is the brief of an MOC architecture actually.
All right. It was quite lengthy, but it was very understandable to the I believe it's very understandable to our audience. Thanks for that. It was so helpful. And can you also brief us about the various applications that you had in your project as a part of MOC?
See, MOC, as I've already informed, MOC uses other Oracle technologies like OWB or data warehousing tool and OBAE. Okay. So here we have used MOC. We have implemented Manufacturing Operations Center 12.1.3 version. Okay, which is a certified and compatible with other OWB and OBAE versions. Okay, so OWB version is 11.03 and OBAE version is 11.1.16. Okay, and we have used database Oracle database 11G, and server OS is IBM AX64-bit. These are the certified combinations from Oracle to use to implement Oracle. So we have arrived at this certified compatible version based on our iteration. We went through around 2-3 iterations to arrive at this.
Okay. All right. We also have Amit Pradhan, who was our on-site functional lead, who actually was at the customer location. Amit, can you help us understand in terms of the customer's business and how did MOC exactly fit into their business, and what did the customer benefit out of using this?
Thanks, Gauri. The client was PT Badak NGL. It's basically a LNG producer based out of Indonesia, Bontang. Place name is Bontang, and it is one of the largest in LNG production facility in the world, and they boast a capacity of up to 22 million tons per year. Primarily, they supply this gas to Japan, Korea, and Taiwan since inception, and they have approximately 1,200 plus employees, and it is basically a not-for-profit organization, and they don't reveal their revenue. However, they are owned by PT Pertamina, which is again held by Indonesian government. So this is a brief about the company.
Okay.
Now coming to our experience during the implementation, basically I'm very glad to say here that this is the first Oracle MOC implementation for Mahindra Satyam, and also it is the first implementation for Oracle Corporation of MOC in oil and gas field. So both the parties had deep interest and in this project and successfully delivered it. Actually, as Guru and Nagi explained, MOC contains about 100 numbers of standard reports, which caters to this equipment KPIs. But when we studied the requirements that client had given, we found that none of the standard reports were matching with what client wanted. So basically, we have to agree for all the custom reports, and all these custom reports were very complex in nature, involving very highly complex engineering formulas, thermodynamic calculations, and the main source for this data was called SCS system, that is supervisory control system. And this supervisory control system was of Yokogawa make, which contains more than 6,000 variables, which covers most of the entire plant. So this was finally we delivered some 12 numbers of custom reports, and it involved some 470 tags, involves many custom built forms wherein the user can enter the data manually. And because the complex engineering calculation were involved, and so we had to convert these complex formulas using codes. So some 14,000 lines of codes were also written to convert the formula into output.
Okay.
This is the brief about project highlight.
All right. Can you also share your experience about the legacy system that the customer was having and the kind of limitations that they had?
Yeah. See, in their existing system, they used to have all the data stored in many control systems. Like one was SCS, that is supervisory control system. It was one source of data. Similarly, they had other DCS, distributed control system, and other sources as well. What they used to do is, whenever they need certain kind of a report, they used to import the raw data from this source system like SCS and DCS, and they used to take the data to a simulator software.
Okay.
They heavily use this Aspen Plus as a simulator software. And what this is to do is, it used to calculate the based on the inputs. It used to calculate using the specified formula. It used to calculate the output, and finally these output were converted into the required format using either PowerPoint or Excel or so on. So all these things were done manually. So it had some limitations as well. The first and biggest limitation was that there was data management issue. Like for example, there were because all these things were done manually, there was possibility of human error and data tampering. You can change the data, which was not desirable. And the second limitation was that the SCS system had a capacity of storing the data for only 3 months, because it was storing real-time data, and so large volume of data was generated. However, it has a limitation of storing up to 3 months. So if you want to see a trend kind of a report for over a longer period of time, say for example 2 years trend you want to see, then those kind of reports were very difficult.
Okay.
Third limitation was that it has to be done manually, so time consumption was there. So all these limitations were associated with the legacy system.
Okay.
That's where, Gauri, we discussed about the contextualization. So when this raw data has to be displayed to the management, there is a tendency to have a human error, as Amit said.
Yes.
So the contextualization is what is the challenge when it comes to implementing the MOC.
Okay.
So the business rules has to be known. What kind of KPIs have been defined has to be known.
True.
And how do we display them on the dashboard?
Right.
Has to be known. So this is what important feature of one of the feature of the MOC. Yeah, please continue, Amit. Subsequent, is there anything that you want to continue on that?
Yeah. Next point I would like to highlight is how client benefited with the FOC implementation. See, the legacy system, now how all limitation it had. When client went for MOC implementation, there were many benefits which they got apart from overcoming all their earlier limitations. The first benefit which they got was convenience. Now, earlier, the plant managers or the facility managers, they used to go to the control room because this control system, SCS system, is a big equipment kind of thing which is situated at the control room. So every time you want to see a report, you have to go to that control room or inform somebody to send the report to him. So now, after the implementation of MOC, because it is based out of PI layer, you can see the reports in their cabin itself, or in any place wherever you have BTV network access. So you just have to log into a URL, URL and see the reports. It was the convenience they got. And earlier they had I told you, they had limitation of storing data for 3 months. But now, because the MOC is based on storing data in Oracle database, they can have virtually, overcome the limitation. They can store the data for a longer period of time and study the trends. The third benefit which they got was now all the reports are ready to use. I mean, they don't have to manually, chart out a report. So, and all these reports are also available in various exportable formats like Excel, PPTX, PDFs within MOC itself. So, whenever they want to use any of the report is in any of these formats, they directly can import it and export it and use it. The fourth benefit which they got was now, because it is using Oracle database and Oracle structure, so it has also many built-in security access features. So the data tampering and human error, all those were eliminated. The fifth benefit which they got was that now the data is centralized. It is stored in the Oracle database. It's fully secured, and there cannot be any tampering with the results. Also, depending on their respective roles and responsibility, users can be assigned for these dashboards using IDM. So IDM integration was also possible with this MOC implementation. So these are the major benefits which client got out of the implementation.
That also Gauri indicates, what based on Amit's discussion, that's the key business driver also.
Right.
That's where customer gets an advantage of implementing the manufacturing operations center.
Okay.
Which is visible across the entire organization. So the managers can look at what is happening at the shop floor level on a real-time basis.
Okay.
So it's good that there is an application which can integrate so many applications,
right,
and have visibility across the company.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and Nagi, as a project manager, what kind of challenges that you had during the implementation of this project? Can you please share some of your experiences?
Sure, Gauri. As project manager, there are two major challenges. Many challenges we have faced as a part of implementation. Normal project management has got, every project is unique and it has got its own identity. So you'll have challenges like that. The main challenge we have is, the entire MOC team, which is implementing both functional as well as technical. They don't have any knowledge about MOC and they have not been trained on MOC. That's the main challenge. I spent some time in planning for a training well ahead in advance, but we could not get an MOC because it's the first time we're implementing. We are not able to get any kind of trainers available either within or outside the organization. We could not arrange with Oracle because unless we should have a reasonable number of people required to attend this particular programs like that.
Okay.
Okay. So we started off on a self-learning mode, and the team actually started who are working in this project are actually SCM consultants. They have the kind of knowledge which since we have to integrate the ERP system as well as the shop floor system, so I have overcome this challenge of by deploying an experienced in manufacturing background person like Amit Pradhan, having shop floor experience,
right,
and also Guru Murthy is a SCM consultant. So we learned on our own, going through the manuals and installation guides. We started installation, and we had challenges with installation in the beginning. We had issues with the version, 35 versions. We are unable to integrate the OWB with MOC.
True.
And we are unable to integrate the correct OBI version also.
Exactly.
This lack of proper training, but we have overcome this challenge by self-study mode, and fortunately everybody is self-motivated. That's one of the key dimension parameter that has driven us to deliver MOC on time.
Yeah.
The second challenge I have faced is with respect to the requirements.
Okay.
We initially felt that we can map the existing already out of the box available reports to the customer.
Okay.
We can map them to the suitability.
Okay.
But we found that nothing is matched.
Okay.
So we have to deliver the custom reports. So we started gathering the requirements within this particular requirement phase. We had a very tough time actually to gather the requirements and take sign-off from the end users.
Okay.
So once we took the requirements, that's where Amit actually has struggled a lot at on-site. So once we got the requirements very clear, we started implementation. And during implementation, as I said, once we had this infrastructure set up that is required for manufacturing operating center, once that is set up properly, the speed has increased a bit. But then again, we had, as you know, the OWB issues, which we are going to touch base later. So OWB issues, as well as the data presentation layer issues.
Yeah.
We had such challenges with OBAE. So we had to overcome all those challenges. Technically, there are many challenges, like particularly with the versions and licenses, etc., which we have to overcome. And then also the kind of data that is required for custom data, we are able to get sign off on time.
Okay.
With some additional effort that we have put. We have OBA consultants working on this project. We have OWB consultants working on this project. We don't have a competency support, but we somehow pulled our socks and took whatever is available and delivered this MOC.
All right.
So these two are the key challenges.
All right. This is a very actually you took us back to the days of MOC, right, Guru? Those are
to add one more challenge we had in the client had the data, they had few negative data also to be processed actually. Okay, so but this Oracle MOC 1213 is having a limitation actually. It cannot process negative data.
Okay.
So we handled this through code. We accommodated the requirement in changing the code, and and also we have raised this as a bug to Oracle. So this is one more challenge we had, and we had to work 24/7 to fix this issue. So,
Guru, we can touch base before going to the detail level issues. At a higher level, let us also discuss the two kinds of areas we have targeted in MOC implementation. One is the process train and the other is utilities.
Those are dashboards.
The two dashboards. Maybe that Amit also can just throw detail level. But what happens with respect to the two key areas of the process train and the utilities? Utilities in any industry like manufacturing industry, utilities are the backbone of the manufacturing unit. So like power and the boilers required for processing unit, or if there is a normal industry like in a processing industry like a petrochemical industry, it will be a reactor will be available. But in this case, we have process trains and utilities. 7 process trains are available in PT Patak. So these 7 process trains, requires utilities. The number of boilers, there are about 21 boilers which are required. So the data with respect to each boiler, utilities, is on one hand is one of the important customizations we did.
Yeah.
The second is about the process trains. What are data? There are several KPIs. There are about 5 KPIs, which we can further drill down into sub KPIs later.
Right.
So these are the two areas we have implemented. Well, implementation, particularly when we do contextualization, issues like what negative data, what Guru was telling, those are one of the challenges we have faced. And thanks to Guru and Amit, there we have overcome. Along with Suresh Palanivel, who is not they participated in our discussion today, Suresh Palnivel, Mamata, and Mirabai.
Right.
They have actually did a lot of technical work in the background.
True.
And the subject matter expert wise, we have taken BI consultancy expert. Expertise from Hari Babu.
True.
BI competency, who works in ADB project. So we, as a team together, we are fortunate enough to have very good people motivated to deliver this MOC. Yeah, sorry to interrupt you. I was just diverted into when we go into the detail level issues like negative data. I was recollecting that what areas we have done.
Yeah.
Here I would like to add one point.
Okay.
Because many of our audience might not be knowing about this process trains and utilities section. I'll give a brief about them.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Basically, process train is nothing but a small unit which individually can purify and compress this natural gas, the raw natural gas which you get from the fields, and convert it into LNG. Basically, that is called as process train. So when PT Badak started, it started with 1 or 2 process train, and subsequently, over a period of time, they have expanded into 8 process trains now. And it basically consists of compressor areas, propane condenser, and methane areas. And out of for this process train areas, we have given 5 KPI, 5 reports. These are, I'll read out some of the KPI names. These are feed gas pressure, LNG production, then third one is LNG per feed gas, then fourth one is steam consumption per LNG, and specific BHP. So these are the 5 reports which we have given in process train area. The another area which we focused was utilities section. See, in this utilities section there are, as Nagi said, there are 21 boilers. This primarily a boiler is an equipment, as you know, which produces steam. And this steam is generally used for producing captive, energy, that is electricity, as well as some amount of steam is required for the process itself in the process trains. So for this utilities section, we have given 7 reports. Most of them are related to boilers only. For example, boiler load, boiler efficiency, energy ratio, air to fuel ratio, oxygen access, temperature of flue gas, superheater temperature of the steam. So these are all the names of the reports.
Okay.
Over to you, Gauri.
All right. Thanks. I just want to add my experience in the BI space on this MOC product.
Yeah, I think I forgot to. I'm just considering you as only as an interviewer here. Gauri happened to be BIE consultant already, or WB consultant, and he worked in mapping, identifying the issues when we run the ETL process. Whichever mapping gets failed, he has to backtrack it and identify it and then fix it. So Gauri, over to you. Please go ahead and.
Thanks, Nagi. For me, MOC is a product that is actually born out of inspiration, taking an inspiration of OBIA. The reason why I quoted this is it is also built in the similar lines. Unlike OBIA, here the ETL tool that we use is OWB, Oracle Warehouse Builder, whereas in OBIA we use Informatica. Otherwise, majorly both travel in the similar lines in terms of the architecture. For the people who are not aware of what is OBIA, I'll just tell them what is OBIA. I will actually tell them what is OBIA and what is MOC also. Basically, MOC is a product that is built in such a way that you have the ERP part pre-built and also your BI part pre-built. To be more clear, you have your ETL mappings pre-built to load the data into your warehouse, and you have some standard dashboards which can be used by the customer straight away once we implement that, if actually they meet the customer's requirements. So what it does is it actually reduces the pace at which you implement the project. We can actually deliver the product at very high pace, provided if it actually fits the customer's requirement as is. Otherwise, always the customizations are open, Nagi. We can always do the customizations as we did in our project MOC. The customizations are open, and we can give them. Coming to MOC, we have the EBS as a source. From the EBS, we will be having the data into our warehouse with the help of OWB. On top of which, we have the standard dashboards built on. Apart from this, we also have built the customized reports. The major challenges, that we actually came across.
Going to be a major challenge. You're talking about a manufacturing operating center or OBA.
Right.
Now, I hope the audience understood what is analytics, BI analytics report, and then what is MOC. MOC is again, it's an analytical application, just like OBIA, focusing on manufacturing at the shop floor applications. So right now there are several industries. We can implement MOC across many kinds of shop floor industries which are having shop floor activities.
Yeah.
So that's the main difference between BI and
True.
You can say BI is maybe a superset.
Exactly.
MOC is specialized for manufacturing industries,
right.
manufacturing operations.
True.
Okay. But coming back, you forgot about that BI, OWB, and OBIE related things. You want to elaborate more on that? Your contribution also.
Yeah. The major challenges that we had were, I'll just come to that. Majorly, as all of us are new, we actually took it up as a challenge, and we have also worked closely with Oracle on this. Thanks to Oracle, and we are in the Oracle talks. Thanks to Oracle, we had a wonderful support from them. The major challenge is, the product was quite unstable. As we were the first team, Oracle was not sure what is the version that is compatible with what the other product. So initially we struggled a lot. We had to invest a lot of time in finalizing the versions, and we were successful in doing that as a team. And finally, once we finalized the product, also, Nagi, if you remember, we had encountered a lot of bugs in the OWB, which actually we overcame finally, and we had to fix them, and then we need to again redeploy some of the MDLs. A lot of patches were given in between. We had to redeploy them, and we overcame that. Coming to the OBIE part, there were some kind of limitations in the in coming up with the dashboards which customer was asking, which OBIE was not supporting. This might not be the right platform to talk on more in technical perspective. But yes, we had some limitations in terms of the OBIE dashboards also. And the other things were, you want to add anything here?
Yeah, particularly, when we come to the version issue, Gauri, it impacted the project like anything. We had to wait for another 2 to 3 weeks.
True.
To reinstall and reconfigure, and then fix the issue, and then test the issue. So
I think we have to also thank our DPS Kishore and Penchal, who actually supported us very well day and night during this reinstallation process.
Correct. Exactly, I agree with you. So coming back to the presentation layer, we also have faced some issues like you're unable to represent it. So again, in OBIE, programming skills also helped us a lot.
True.
In presenting the data.
Correct.
As per the customer requirements. So there is a flexibility in this product, although it is specialized in Oracle. There is a span, there is a scope for customizing these reports to the various industries. That's how on one side the contextualization is one part of it. Contextualization particularly involves in right kind of data required, what kind of data required, and
True.
what kind of to be stored in the staging area so that you can represent it. At the presentation layer, when you use OBIE, then that's again, we have freedom to whatever format, whatever way the customer wants, we can customize those reports.
True.
So this is the, so I'm trying to come back to the strengths of MOC here.
Okay.
The contextualization again. So hopefully, during this discussion, there may be some idea that now the audience might have understood.
Yeah.
Now the contextualization is with respect to when you have several equipment like boiler, various kinds of generators, motors that are running in the machine, in the industry at the shop floor. If you want to know the data, if you're capturing this data either through SCADA or DCS or whatever, the data will be in a raw format, and as Amit has already told, the raw data has to be manually exported into an Excel sheet or a kind of another application, and again calculation has to be done and represented back. So that's a huge process. So once we contextualize that particular application MOC, now throughout the life of that particular manufacturing unit, they won't change.
Right.
So they are very constant. So we can build on the top of that particular data.
Yeah.
We can continuously improve, continuously use the lean methods or Six Sigma to improve the both processes, improving the productivity, just like boiler efficiency, which Amit has indicated. We can understand if there is any equipment that is not working as expected. If I know the metric, I can take a preventive mechanism where I know I can go ahead and analyze it further and fix that so that the downtime is not there in that particular manufacturing unit. Particularly, these are very high energy centric manufacturing units. If any downtime is there, there will be a huge loss of money to the business.
Right.
So we can this is where MOC comes into a better. Right now, if there is only a shop floor application and there is no MOC, what is happening is you are leaving to the plant manager or shop floor manager to look into the issues.
Right.
But right now, business manager has to depend on the shop floor manager for collating the data. There can be errors, there can be issues. So, but right now, once we contextualize it properly to the business, the entire dashboard is, the same information is there across plant level as well as at the business level across the organization.
Right.
So, and we don't need to stay inside the plant. We can stay away from the plant. As Amit said, instead of 3 months data, we can always use any amount of data that we can capture. These are the major highlights that I can say about the MOC.
I just want to bring out one point here. In OWB, we have some for the teams who are really looking forward to implement this MOC. In OWB, we have some very, very important process flows that needs to be run. You can always write to me, Gauri_Prasad_ Patnaikini, or to Nagireddy _SV, or to the competency team, Kiran Konka, who will actually redirect you to us. You have to run these process flows to get the data into the warehouse. You can always write to us, and we will be always available to support you for the project implementation.
Yeah, Gauri, I would like to conclude.
And also, I just want to thank Mamata, who actually supported me, in bringing up the shape, in bringing the proper shape to the BI space in our project.
Thank you, Gauri. Just to conclude again, we are all happy and with the entire team, and I'm very fortunate to, first of all, I should thank my managers and my competency teams for putting me, particularly, the sales, pre-sales, people who have put confidence on me in implementing this MOC. Initially, we felt MOC, there is no training at all, but we have overcome. With the collective effort, we would have delivered it. So thanks a lot, and I would like to thank my peers, my team, my managers for giving me this opportunity for this Oracle Talks.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amit. Thank you. Thank you, Guru.